coming?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm gonna fill up my song to put another.
Okay.
What does anybody want?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get this started. Hello everybody, how are y'all doing out there today? I'm making some meatloaf gravy this morning. Not meatloaf, meatball. Making some meatball gravy this morning. Getting my onions chopped up. I got my big black pot on the stove ready to go. Get my onions and my peppers ready, get them cut up, put them in some oil down in the bottom of that big black pot there. And then I'm going to season this meat and get that into this pot as well. Some oil in there. Move this out the way. Here we go. Turn that on. Woo. My oil swirled around a little bit. Onions in there. And I think I want more onions than that. Go with a nice big onion. That onion was too small, not nearly enough. This one's going to be plenty. Get my cooking going on. It's getting late. It's 11 a.m. here. William Jarvis, hello, babysitting my little grandson. I call him Mini Man. He's a booger. LOL. Well, tell him hello for me, the rascal. Did you get to see that video that me and Mr. E did the other day? He says hello. Well, good. I'm glad. Glad you got him watching. Makes me another viewer. Yeah, I'm getting my meal ready for tomorrow, actually. I like to cook on Friday so I don't have to cook on Saturday. I can rest tomorrow. All right, got plenty onions in there now. That's how I like it. I did. I was glad to see you guys, and the food looked great. All right, William. I know you missed seeing Miss E, but I told him, I said, we got to make a video, and you know, you got to be on there. And he did. He didn't mind. He's just always caught up doing other things, so it's hard to get him nailed down to do something like this. Maya said hi. Hi, Maya. What you making, ma'am? Says Jason. I'm making some meatball gravy. I got some onions in my pot here, and I have some ground meat in that bowl there. I'm about to add some peppers in here. I have some frozen peppers in the freezer. He minded. LOL, that's good. Yeah, he minded. Okay, I have some sweet peppers out of the freezer, and I'm going to add those into this, but they're very frozen. So, I'm going to use the hammer on them. Y'all use hammer in y'all's kitchen? Mind and Body and Meditation says, hi, everyone. And hi to you as well. Yeah, that's what I would like to know. Am I like the only one that uses a hammer in the kitchen? Because I actually use this quite often. Right off. Works very well. I think that's going to give me enough for what I want, and then I can put the rest of this back in the freezer to use on another time. That's some sweet peppers that came out of the garden. My garden, the little part that I try to keep up, my little garden is a mess right now, y'all. The weeds done took it over because we had got a bunch of rains, and the tomatoes was done making. The cucumbers was basically done. All that's left in there is peppers, really, in my little garden. And I went in there to work in there the other day, and I came across 2 wasp nests, like right away, that was full of little yellow jackets. I didn't get stung, thank goodness. William Jarvis says, Mind, Body, and Meditation, hello from Western North Carolina. Maya says, I like your shirt. Thank you, Maya. I'll put these back into the freezer. I want to get some garlic ready to put in this too. I like to cook with garlic, lots of garlic. Lots of garlic, guys. Y'all like to cook with garlic? I know I love it. I like to let my onions and peppers saute for a little while. And then when they're almost to where I want them, then I add in my garlic. That's how I do it. Because I find if you put the garlic like right now with it, it'll disappear basically, or even burn. So I definitely don't want that. And I find you just get a lot of the best flavor out of it when you wait and put it when this is almost done. I just like to peel the little ends off of them. This part of it. What are you cooking? Meatball gravy. Hate to, but gotta go. Walk the dogs. Didn't take minute man to lunch. Okay. All right. I'll see you later, William. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good, safe day. Mia said, why did the chickens cross the road? Okay. To get to the other side. Okay. Mind, body, and meditation says, I have my plate. I heard that, girl. Or boy. Because this usually is very good. It smells so good with those onions and the peppers browning. I'm getting the ends off all these little pieces of garlic so I can peel them easier. So they'll let go of their little skins. Yes, indeed. They just let go right away when you do that. Y'all do that? You just like put your garlic on your cutting board and put your thick knife over it and then press down on it like that. And it just peels right out. Look at there. Comes right out. That's how I do it. William Jarvis, $5 super chat. Thank you, Mr. William. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Have a good, safe day. And Mind, Body, and Meditation says, hi, William. And Mia says, right, about getting that plate. Yes, indeed. I'm just going to continue to remove these skins. They come off so much easier like that. I mean, that's the way to peel garlic, y'all. Just give it a little smash and that skin comes right off of there. If y'all wondering what I'm doing with these skins that might not be in the picture, I have a little scrap bucket here, and all my scraps I throw in here, and when it fills up, I'll bring it out to the chickens, and the chickens love it. Whatever, if it's onion peelings, banana peelings, whatever, they like all that stuff. And that way nothing really wastes either, you know. That's what's nice about it. I hate anything to waste. I hate for anything to waste. I was just raised like that, I guess. But I mean, we had chickens, and Mama had a scrap bucket that she threw all her scraps to the chickens with too. My mother-in-law does that as well. Just about anybody who has chickens does. They'll take all their kitchen waste and give it to them, because the chickens love to scratch through that and get what they want out of it. How is the weather there? The weather is really nice. It's sunshiny. I'll tilt you over to the window. See out there? It's nice and sunny. It's nice and sunny out today. It's supposed to be like 100 degrees, so it's going to be really, really hot today. I see Mia had her message retracted. Trying to tell some kind of a joke that must have been inappropriate because it got retracted. You got to watch that. Remember when you signed on here, it's supposed to be, there's guidelines you have to follow. You have to be respectful, no vulgar language, all that kind of stuff. We'll be deleting inappropriate comments and blocking inappropriate people who are making those comments. Mia said, repeat what I say. No, I'm not going to repeat what you say. No, 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 no. You're gonna have to go somewhere else with that, Mia. I'm not playing on this channel with you. That's not what kind of channel this is. Okay, it's time to stir our onions. Okay, we added the garlic in and it smells terrific. Terrific. All right, now we're going to, we have some nice ground meat here. This is beef. This is from a cow my son raised. And we all split it, me, him, and, well, me, my husband, my son, and another person, a friend down the road. We all chipped in together and bought the cow, and that way when it was processed, we all got a third of the meat. That's the way to save money, y'all. And not only is it a way to save money, you also know where that cow was raised at, what kind of treatment it had, and what you fed it. So that gives you a lot of control over your own food doing something like that. All right, let's get this seasoned. Okay, instead of cooking with a bunch of salt, we're going to use some Worcestershire sauce because it actually has plenty salt in it, and some low sodium soy sauce. Those both have a lot of flavor, and we're going to use that as our salt. Okay, this is coming together nicely, very nicely. We're going to cook with seasoning, not just salt. We're going to have some flavor, in other words. Okay, I have my ground meat kind of spread out in my pan. Wash my hands before I handle with these seasoning bottles. And we're just going to go in with some soy sauce, some Worcestershire sauce. Everybody says that different, I notice. And some people don't even attempt to pronounce it. They're just like, some of this stuff. Some black pepper. Red pepper. We like a lot of pepper around here. We really do cook with a lot of pepper here. And onion powder. And garlic powder. I'm going to add some oatmeal in mine. Some dry oats. I always put that in my ground meat when I make ground meat. It kind of stretches it. Make it go a little further. Let's give this a stir. Can y'all see down in this pot? Probably not, huh? I'll just show y'all real quick. Down in that pot, see there? That's those onions and peppers and garlic and some ground meat. Yes, it is. I guess a lot of people make this, but I mean, it's just an easy meal, really. Meatballs and gravy. I know it's a favorite here. It's kind of like comfort food, actually. We usually always make rice to serve this over. You could do potatoes, of course. We just eat a lot of rice here. Okay, about all to get that. This is starting to get about where I want it. So I need to get these made up. Yeah, I don't think food would be too good not seasoned. I guess some people may eat it unseasoned. Some people have to watch too for their salt intake. And everybody uses something different to season with, you know? I know everybody doesn't use these seasonings that I'm using. I like to watch the people in Nepal cook. They do a lot of outside cooking. Right over wood. Sometimes without a burner even over it. Just directly on the wood. I don't know. This is going to make a lot. It's just like maybe 1.5 pounds of beef in that container. It wasn't really that much. But I think it's going to furnish pretty good. Give this a little stir. Pretty good. See if I can tilt y'all downward just a little bit where y'all can see more in the pot. There we go. That's much better. Okay, we're using some Worcestershire sauce, soy sauce, black pepper, red pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. That's what we're using to season this with. These onions are about done, so I'll be ready to get my meatballs in a minute. So I'm going to try to get some more of these meatballs formed up, so I have enough to put down in the bottom of that pan. That's a good black pot right there. I've been using that for years. It's well seasoned. I don't remember where I got that pot, but it's sure been a good one. I didn't put any egg in this today. Sometimes I would put egg in it, but I didn't use any today. I guess I could have. Okay, let's get those onions out before they get too brown. Get a spoon to get them out with. We'll put them in this little metal bowl. And it's going to be hot, so I think I'm going to set that down. I don't want to burn my hands here. That would be cute on a live. Get your hands burned and throw the bowl across the room. Set that to the side. I'm going to get these meatballs down in there. And we need to make some more. Starting to get it nice and smoky in here, I see. Yummy, I know it smells good. Yeah, it does. Yeah, Becky Boo says, I used to be a cook, and a cool trick I do whenever I'm making meatballs or meatloaf, I would take a piece of that mixture and cook it quick to check the seasoning before I form the balls. Yeah, I hear you. That's the way I got the seasoning on point. I hear you. Thus, Lex and Maya says, bye-bye. Gotta go, y'all. Bye, Maya. Stop. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, we're gonna let that cook a little bit, and it needs some oil in there. Yeah, I probably should have tasted that like you said. no doubt. But I think I put 20 in here, so I think we're going to be okay. Even though I cook it a lot, you know, it still could be off. I think it's close enough. All right, that's all of them. Get some of my dishes cleaned up over here on the side. I know y'all can't see. Y'all might be able to see it. But I'm trying to clean some of these dishes while I'm waiting for that to brown. I had rusty water last night. I got a well, and sometimes that water gets rusty. But I set it to soften last night, and I got soft water today, so thank goodness. I don't need this. I'm gonna put this up. I need to make a some kind of snack too today, like a, I don't know, I might make some zucchini bread or something like that. It's time to cook something else. I had a lemon pie, and then I had a mock apple pie. To cook something new. I hate to turn the oven on though, it's so doggone hot. I have to come up with some kind of refrigerator dessert. Ooh, hot. That is a hot burner right there. Very hot. I hope I don't get it too smoky in here. Get a plate to put those on when they come out. And I'm trying to think what I want to make with it. Maybe some irish potatoes would be good with it. This Splendid PC wanted to know if this is an electric induction or a gas flame. It's gas. It is. See there? I always wear sneakers at home. Somebody asked me why am I wearing sneakers instead of slippers, but I like to wear sneakers at home. They're comfortable because I move from one room to outside quite often, so the sneakers work great for me. And I love these Nikes too. They just like fit my feet perfect. They're good support, the Nike shoes, I find. But they're white, and they're hard to keep clean out here because there's a lot of dirt outside. Living on a farm, and white tennis shoes can be quite a challenge. So I have to wash them, but I don't like to put them in the washing machine. I find when you put tennis shoes in the washing machine, it shrinks them, and it just like ruins them. So I usually take mine, and I put them in the tub, and I use some of that OxyClean powder and a scrub brush, and I scrub my shoes like that, and then oh, that grease got me. And then rinse them real good and hang them on the line and let them air dry. And I find I get a real good result with that, and it doesn't shrink my tennis shoes. I don't want to shrink my tennis shoes. I want to take good care of them because I don't have to buy them anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's an expense, especially for some good tennis shoes like these. So I'm trying to take very good care of them. Now I do have some other shoes that I wear when I go outside. Like I said, sometimes you can't help it. You got to go out with them. But these are ready to come out. Let me get these out of here. But I have some other old shoes that I wear when I have to go like in the barn with the animals and all that. Or if it's muddy outside, I'll put my old shoes. I'll even use rubber boots sometimes. So I have a couple of different options. And I try to only wear these when I'm running around in the house. Or if I have to go to the store to get something, I like to wear these also. Because usually when I go to the store, we call it going to town because we live out in the country. And when we go to town, I usually try to get as many errands taken care of as possible all at one time. Which means a lot of in and out of my vehicle and in and out of different places. So I just try to wear some good shoes for when I have to do stuff like that. Okay, I have got to get some potatoes peeled. Got to. That's not very many potatoes, is it? Try to get more potatoes than that. But I can get started on these. I don't know if I'm going to kill them or not. They're in pretty good shape. They're in pretty good shape. So I don't think I'm going to peel them. I think I'm just going to wash them real good. Rub them up a little bit. Got some white potatoes, which is the Yukon Gold actually. And I have some red potatoes. I'm just going to mix them. It won't make a big difference at all. So I'm not worried about that. These need to be turned again. I try to brown all the sides of them, you know. I don't just turn them from one side to the other. I try to brown all the sides of them. I like a nice brown gravy. I can't stand that when you make something and the gravy's not rich, you know what I'm saying? It looks like my comments stopped on me. For some reason, they do that sometimes. Very aggravating. But I notice whenever I move that camera, sometimes that happens. Okay, let's get some water into this. It was time. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a nice brown gravy. Excellent. Excellente. Make sure we can get everything loose at the bottom of this skillet before I start adding stuff back in. Okay, seems about right. Get our onions and peppers back in there. And the rest of the meatballs. And we need some more water in there too. All right, that's going to take care of it for a little while. I won't have to babysit it quite so closely. That's going to be good. All right, gotta get my potatoes cut up. I think I'm just going to wedge them like that and put them right into the gravy. It is hot in this kitchen, y'all. Lord have mercy. It don't take much either. I'm just cooking with that one burner and it's already burning up in here. Burning up in here, y'all. So, trying to figure out what I'm making for dessert. And I could actually use more side dishes than what I have here too. Cut these a little smaller. All right, there we go. Some taters. Good old taters. Put them right there in the gravy. We certainly don't need to turn another burner on in here, that's for sure. All right. That's pretty good. Put some of this stuff away that's on the counter. Don't need all that out anymore. Ouch, I pinched my finger. All right, that up. cleaning up some. Got a little bit of a mess going here. Okay. Not too bad. All right, they say a watched pot never boils. Looks like it's starting to boil a little. Need to get my rice out. I cooked this rice yesterday. We ate some of it. But I saved it and put it in the refrigerator because I didn't want to waste it. Still got a lot of rice in there. So I'm going to put it back in the cooker and let it continue to warm up. This is an old rice pot. It's a vintage Hitachi rice pot. I found this on eBay. And it's like practically brand new. It's like used when I got it. It really doesn't show any sign that it was ever used. Except the steamer tray that came with it. It looked like it might have been used once. But the pot and it looks brand new. And look how long the cord is that come with that. Well, I guess y'all can't see on there, but the cord is taller than I am. So it's probably at least 6 foot long. It's in excellent condition. I love eBay. I find a lot of stuff that I can use on there. I like to buy vintage stuff. The old stuff is just better. Okay, this is looking good. Looking nice. I'm gonna leave y'all for 1 second because I want to check on my comments on the computer because it looks like they're not coming through on this phone, which I find is very unusual. So I'll be right back. Okay, I see I am getting some other comments, but they're not coming through on this device. They're coming through on the computer in the other room. And I can't run back and forth and look at the comments, so that's not going to be happening. And since we've already did 50 minutes of a live stream and y'all did see me put the meatball gravy together, I'm going to go on ahead and call it the quits for right now. And I hope you will like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And I'll be back to visit with y'all real soon. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye now.